This program is intended for mature audiences only and contains strong or potentially offensive language of an adult and sexual nature. So, listener discretion advised.
The views and opinions expressed on the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City do not reflect those of this station or its affiliates.
All music, stories, and characters are the sole property of their creators and are protected under international copyright law.
Sierra, Sweet Cheeks, Toxie, and Glyph are personalities put on for your entertainment.
Their stories are real, their language is explicit, and their behavior's out-fucking-rageous.
If you can't take the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen.
Blasting to you straight out of Las Vegas, Nevada, it is the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City, starring Sierra, Sweet Cheeks, Glitz, and Toxie. And I gotta turn the mic up. Good evening, Las Vegas!
People around the world. And all you're supposed to say it, all you motherfuckers.
And all you motherfuckers
Wherever.
listening to us now, wherever you are.
Supposed to pick a locale, you know, like
or all you
In Alaska, I don't know.
Alaska's good.
Alaska's got a volcano that's getting all squirrely on 'em.
Really?
Yeah, I just saw it on the ticker tape today.
I just thought of Alaska because, you know, right now, like 70% of the United States is as cold as Alaska, so...
It is so fucking cold here. You're loving it.
Whatever,
I
it is
hate it.
not
I
And
hate
it's
it.
Alaska's fault, too, with the polar vortex, because they had this big storm hit them, and it just filtered down. We've been mostly protected of it. The way the Rocky Mountains works is all the cold air that comes down from Alaska gets shuttled east, and all the hot air gets shuttled west, and we're always in the hot air zone. It never gets cold enough for me.
I was stupid excited that I saw my breath last night. I was like,
Oh my God.
I walked outside and I was like, and I was like, oh,
did
it's
not
cold.
want to leave my house today. And I walked out the door and I went back in to get my coat. I hate it.
Not me.
Now, wait a minute. You're leaving this week for Backy's. Is it snowing where you're going?
Pittsburgh.
Is it snowing there
Bert,
yet?
yeah, it's like negative degrees there.
I
Yeah,
talked to my mom
it's,
in Michigan yesterday, and they were supposed to get snow last night.
Yeah, so it's supposed to snow either Monday or Tuesday, and then it's supposed to get warm, a little bit warmer on Wednesday and Thursday, which we fly in Thursday. And then there is a 60% chance of snow on Friday, but it's going to be warm and rainy through the rest of the warm, 45 degrees.
Now, has the
warm and
boy
rainy.
ever seen snow other than like Mount Charleston or whatever?
Other than Mount Charleston, once, but he doesn't remember it.
See, I remember when we took my little guy back east, and he was little at the time, like 2, 3, but he still talks about how when he went outside, he caught a snowflake. He could see the
Aw.
snowflake on his mitten.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boy's super excited. We fly Southwest Airlines.
Plug.
Plug, send us money. We fly Southwest
Or free
Airlines.
tickets.
Yeah, whatever.
take
We'll take
those.
free tickets almost exclusively because of their checked bag policy. You get two free checked bags.
That's right.
And it's like a 70-pound limit. That's a lot of shit.
No, they have 50-pound, don't they?
No, I thought it was 70.
I'm pretty sure it's 50.
Oh, well, I'll double check.
Because
it, but-
I got in trouble. I had to take out my underwear bag once. It was literally
underwear?
my underwear bag that made the 2-pound difference, and I had to transfer it from one bag to another. Thank God I had them all like
in a single bag.
Yeah, I really anal when I travel and I pack.
Unlike any other time.
Right. And I put everything in its own individual Ziploc bag, so I have everything all organized like that. But they literally, I mean, because one bag was like 47 pounds, and the other bag was like 52.3.
Oh, yes, you just have to adjust,
And
right?
they made me, I mean, I was like, really, because it evens out. I mean, it's just
has
right
something
there.
to do with the union and how much weight that each person
Yeah.
can lift. Yeah.
And they literally made me change my 2-pound underwear bag out. I was like, really, right now, I was like, thank God I didn't have to throw anything away. But sometimes, you know, you get there and you get the awesome people that are like, oh, it's 3 pounds over, you know.
Whatever.
I had one time was 15 pounds over, and the guy just liked me. I was wearing a low-cut shirt that day. He was like, it's good. I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. I'm not trying to throw anything away.
See, you know, I'm at the point when I travel, I used to be like, take everything because I never know what I'm going to wear. Now it's like, oh, fuck it. The least I take, the least I have to carry.
Well, I've been packing all weekend because my plan is to be
Oh.
completely packed by Monday night. The only thing I need to do is pack the toiletries.
Good for you.
That's how I always
But you're always
travel.
organized about
yeah.
every. I mean, when we have an event, she's packed a week before the event, and the boxes are at the front door.
That's not
before
me.
the event.
I packed
That
the
is
night before, and I used to have a little handle weight. Like you
you could
lift
weigh it,
hold the handle and
It
latch
would
it
weigh
to the
it,
bag.
right?
And, yeah, just lift it and weigh it, and so then I'd know because I'm never like. I'm doing laundry like up until like 10 minutes before I have to leave.
How do you put yourself through that, though?
I don't know because
See?
I can never decide. Like I am so a lot of times I'm so indecisive. So I used to have to bring everything, but then there's a 50-pound limit.
Let me tell
And
you.
a pair of my jeans weigh 4 pounds. I'm like, I gotta be real selective with the shit I
This
do.
last trip I just made to California went like okay, so we had the shoot on Monday. Well, my suitcase from the shoot never made it out of the car. So I'm like, fuck it. So I packed my stuff with the stuff from the shoot in the suitcase in a trash bag and put it all in my car and drove to, that's how I packed for California. Did the laundry.
Redneck luggage right there.
Yeah. So that was like, yeah, it was redneck. But
Yeah.
I didn't care. Once I got
Real
there, I was good.
Classy luggage you got there.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, I've got to pack smart because I'm going from 60-degree weather to 30-degree weather in one plane trip. So we got to get on in clothes that we're not going to sweat our balls off in the plane and get off and be warm enough when we get off. And I have had my luggage lost on a nonstop flight before.
Yeah,
me too.
yeah, me too.
So my carry-on is going to include a change of clothes and overnight clothes for me and my son because I'm packing all of our
Smart
stuff
mommy.
together.
In your
Smart
carry-in.
mommy.
In my
jacket,
carry-on, right, with light jackets. I've got a nice pullover for him and a light jacket
You know
for
what
me.
my mom does? There's a jacket that I had, and she has it hanging in the closet, in the front closet. Whenever we fly in the winter, my dad brings that to the airport, and then they bring one for my daughter of my sister's because she can wear my sister's coat. So we never have to travel with coats between Michigan and Las Vegas.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
my-
don't need them here.
Yeah, and this is a big like parka coat, it's like snow-worthy
Right.
coat, so I wouldn't want to travel with it, and I sure wouldn't want to. That would take too much space in my closet for other things.
Right.
I wouldn't like that.
Be like, I can fit 15 nighties.
Yes, exactly.
It's one spot for this jacket.
Exactly. So
yeah, so I'm just trying to get everything packed, trying to
I'm
pack smart.
excited for you guys because you've been planning this like 2 years.
Right? And it's like a real family vacation.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
big.
so nice.
It's not our first like group vacation with the three of us, but it is
But it's like your first real vacation, though, right?
in
And
a
it's like
long
almost
time.
2 weeks,
yes.
isn't it? Or like a
is-
week and a half?
It's
or-
exactly 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It'll be done in exactly 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got plans. We're going to Hershey. We're gonna go to Gettysburg. My son has to do a school report on the Flight 93 Memorial, so we're gonna
because
stop there.
did they give him that
Nice.
because he's going to be out of school for a time? Because I remember
No.
when I was in school. Oh, that was just what he chose for a
No,
report?
it happens that my son's school is a project-based school, and every month they have a different project they're supposed to work on. This month's project was already planned to be national parks and memorials, and they will assign you a state, and then you have to pick 3 memorials, and they'll tell you which memorial to do your report on. And so when they were passing out the states, my teacher said he ended up with a state that wasn't Pennsylvania, and she knew he was going to Pennsylvania.
Oh, and she's so
She
good.
said, "Go find the kid who has Pennsylvania, and you guys switch." And they did, and so
Oh, that's awesome.
it works out. Yeah, he's gonna actually go and
because you can get like
say-
actual pictures and flyers and
right,
yeah, that's
and
cool.
all kinds of cool stuff. He can interview a park service member there or something like that. I don't know.
Fun.
Go to the haunted houses
I don't
and
know.
report back.
Oh, no. This one, her son will
No.
not trick or treat if there's a plastic spider on the
Oh,
ball.
balls.
No,
No, like
he can't do scary at all, and neither can my boyfriend.
There's some
honestly,
good haunted stuff in Philly, though.
we're going to Pittsburgh.
Well, you
We're
can
on the
travel
other
down
side.
Philly.
It's
It's not that far.
Can we say what
Pennsylvania is not a big state.
Yeah,
what a
true.
historic week it is? Do you all see what I have?
It's a real phone. What is that?
It's a
It
iPhone
has one button.
6 Plus. Now I figured I'm a plus size girl.
Is
so
that
I-
because it's bigger?
Yeah, the plus
It's
one
bigger.
is the bigger one. So
Now be careful
I'd have
because
to
that
get a
aluminum
plus.
frame will bend.
okay, well I am gonna get
And
a cover.
the other
I
thing
would-
will shatter.
I need to get a cover. I just haven't got one yet because everybody's like, oh, they're cheaper if you go here, there, and the other place.
Do you go to Costco? You gotta go to Costco.
Yeah, I do have a Costco membership. Do they have
gotta get your
now?
phone at Costco. No, you gotta get your phones at Costco, and they give you free covers.
Well, this phone here, I actually went on a friend's plan that had an extra line, but we just ported my line.
It looks more like my Galaxy than an iPhone.
Well, I liked the Galaxy because it was big, it looked easy, and then my friend whose line that I'm on his plan, so it's a little cheaper. He said, you know what, get the iPhone because I have an iPhone, and that way I can,
I love mine.
I can teach you, we're not on, because that was my stress of it.
The iPhone is one of the best phones for people who are not tech savvy to start with because it is so it is
it's exactly, I feel like it's like having my laptop in my hand. And you guys know I'm addicted to my laptop. So this is going to be really bad because I have Candy Crush on both. And I also have Candy Crush Soda, which I'm playing now. So I'm done when it's on my phone, but
I don't even have time to play games anymore. I'm so disappointed.
Well, you know what I do? I actually do it while I'm editing videos.
Oh, the only time I get to play is when I'm on the toilet. That is my playtime.
That is the reason why I have an entire folder full of games on my phone.
Well, see, now the toilet
games.
What do I feel like I'm going to do today?
The one place that I read. I have a book in the toilet because otherwise I won't read much, but I have a book in the toilet.
Well, I can't sit on the toilet that long. Like I get 3, maybe 4 good minutes, then my legs go numb. So it's a wrap.
Yeah. I'm a post gallbladder, so I could be in there for quite a few minutes after a big fatty meal.
If I don't get up, there's a certain point because I have spinal problems. So there's a certain point where my legs go numb that I know. Okay, now I have to get up because if I don't, I won't be able to. I won't be able to feel my legs.
What if you're mid-log? What do you do?
Yeah, well, you just rush.
You just push hard.
You're like, okay, it's going to happen. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
But
push hard, huh?
You just got to push
it off.
Push through.
Pinch it
off. Do it in sections.
Yeah,
oh my god. Hey, had we heard any feedback from Lenny's ad?
I don't know.
I know
Toxie's, that's all going to Toxie's account. I don't have her password.
Yeah,
so
okay.
She'll give us an update.
I know they're having a good time on her little adventure.
Yeah, they're at another tournament, aren't they?
Yeah.
They've been posting
good
pictures.
Soccer mom. She's such a good soccer mom.
She is.
She really is.
It's so just crazy that she has double lives.
We all have
she's got the
lives.
drunken
potty girl.
Yeah,
kiss everybody
yeah. She's a lush on one hand, and then
although she did say she's gonna stop kissing everybody, but I don't know if
I doubt it.
It's kind of like
she's got to stop drinking for that to happen.
Like you have a really bad drunk.
I will never drink again until next time.
I say it every time these days that I drink because it every time I drink now, I get a hangover. It used to never be that way.
The PLP says she's leaving those pictures on her phone so that if she thinks about drinking again, she's just going to look at those pictures. She goes, did I embarrass myself? I said, not at all. Not at all.
I used to be able to count on one hand out of all the years, out of almost 2 decades of partying, how many times I vomited, right? And now it's every time almost. It's I don't vomit every time, but I can't mix alcohol like I used to be able to. And I remember
just be able tequila, vodka, rum.
Oh yeah. Man,
what else have you got? Dirty Girl Scout cookies. Yay!
I don't drink socially. In other words, I just don't let me just have a rum and diet just because, or a glass of wine. If I'm gonna drink, I know I'm drinking to get fucked up.
Oh yeah, me too.
I
don't drink that often.
So if that's social drinking, yeah, but I don't care about going home at in the evening and having
a glass of wine.
Well, I do have to tell you, during debate time, I do buy a submarine sandwich from Walmart and a bottle of wine, and I eat my sub and I drink the wine and I yell at the TV during debate time. So that's coming soon. I do.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
No, I hate the taste of alcohol. Anything with that fermented taste, it disgusts me.
So you're not a beer girl at all.
I hate beer. Beer is for sure will make me vomit. For sure. There's something about it that
and I can drink a single beer with dinner and be fine, or Callie Guy and I both enjoy scotch and whiskey, so we'll sometimes just throw back a glass in the evening.
I'm not big on alcohol with my dinner. I like wine when I go out to dinner, but when I'm actually physically eating,
well, see,
give me some water.
For me, I have to eat at the end of my drunk to absorb the alcohol. Because
right.
If I drink pre-food, then the food is gonna like waste
But
all
see,
that
I
alcohol
have to
that I
have
just drank.
something in my stomach before I start drinking, or I get like rot gut feel, and
I just do
vomit.
like a
Like-
handful of crackers or something.
or like a piece of bread. I'm
Yeah.
good for like putting together a
French
peanut
fries.
butter sandwich.
Or French fries.
You know why? French fries, they go down easy, they come up easy too.
Oh no.
But French fries, it's starchy, so it's good.
See, I'm
Alcohol
really
is
good
okay.
before I start drinking for a peanut butter sandwich. Just
Yeah.
peanut butter on some bread and then
I can
drink.
dig it.
I used to
Yeah.
be part of a group, and when somebody in the group turned 21, we would take them out with the intent of getting them so wasted that they would projectile vomit, and we're pretty good at that. And so one of these guys was like,
a YouTube show.
oh, it was hilarious. But one of these guys, he was like my little. I took him under my wing, and teaching him the ropes of the crew and stuff, and it comes up to his 21st birthday, and it's about a week before his birthday. He pulls me to the side. He goes, I know you guys are going to get me fucked up. I said, boy, we already got like pre-orders at the bar going. Like, you're getting fucked the fuck up. Because he'd been with us since he was like 17. So,
I've been getting ready.
oh,
for
yeah,
this
we
big
were
night.
ready to fuck him up. And he goes, what do I eat before? Because I know I'm going to end up throwing up. I said, no, I said French fries. I said, just when we go out, just order French fries. Don't order spaghetti. Do not get anything with oats in it because they expand and it's harder to get up. I said,
Oh, I never thought about that. Good thinking.
yeah. I said, I've done all of these
Nothing
things.
with red sauce. Nothing acidy. Nothing with
No,
red
nothing.
sauce,
yeah,
no ketchup, no mustard,
pizza,
no,
Yeah, none of that.
no meat because
Yeah.
meat.
Oh, ground beef. Forget
Oh,
about it.
it's terrible. I said,
Mashed potatoes are good.
yeah. I said, like a really easy cheese sandwich or something.
Yeah.
But get like grilled cheese and French fries. The biggest thing is French fries. The French fries will help you stay drunk without getting sick. But once you do get sick, it's super easy to come up.
And and you're not, because the worst. I think one of the worst things about throwing up is the smell. And so if it's red and tomatoey.
Well, it's the acid. Like, I used to be a professional vomiter between my pregnancy and my chemo. Like, I knew how to vomit. Like, nobody could vomit like me. I could like stop, hit some bushes, and keep it pushing. Like, it was not. It didn't even affect me. I was like, this is gonna happen right now. All right, let's go.
Move on.
Like, I had a little like thing of mouthwash in my pocket, and I was good.
That's funny.
But you learn like all the things and anything acidy, because as soon as it especially if it comes out your nose,
Oh.
it
Have you ever had it come up through your sinus cavity and come out your eyes?
No.
I have.
No, but
I
that makes me
hurt.
want to cry.
Here, folks.
I-
SinCityBounty. Learn about vomit.
Well, this is where I learned
Last
about
week it was about poop, so
well, we got to keep mixing it up.
right.
This is where I learned the
Literally.
oatmeal thing about don't eat oatmeal when you're sick or you think you're going to be going out drinking that night. It was so expanded and so hard for me to get up, and I was pushing so hard. It was just gagging
Yeah.
so hard that it just pushed everything into my sinuses, and I literally had it leaking out of my eyes.
my
I thought I was going to
God.
go blind. It was terrible. Yeah.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, it's like
That's
getting milk up
fucking
your nose.
nuts.
But your ears, your eyes, and your nose,
they're
that's
all
they're all
connected.
connected through
Sinus
giant
ducts.
hollow
Yes,
spaces in your face, and you can fill all that up. That's why when you do nose drops, your eyes water and you get that taste in the back of your mouth because
Right.
it's all connected.
Right.
And I don't have any adenoids, so mine's like
I don't either.
super connected. It's like,
didn't
oh,
either.
it comes out, it just is everywhere. It's
When they take
disgusting.
a kid's tonsils out, they usually take their adenoids. Well, they took my tonsils because they had to take my adenoids. I mean, it was
Oh.
just my adenoids were like so big. I had sleep apnea at like 6 years old.
Yeah, I had just excessive tonsillitis when I was a kid, so they took
Took it all.
everything.
That's when they used to take it. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
They
Mm-mm.
don't do
Which is
tonsils.
good because it's horrible to not have adenoids and everything's just like if I can smell it, I can taste it. Like it's just
Really,
they-
like that prevent. I don't even know what it would be like to have an adenoid, so I don't.
Yeah,
even
no,
know what their
there's no
purpose
like
is.
the adenoids, especially in the from your sinuses, they essentially bypass your mouth and go down into your throat. So the thing that when your
Ah.
sinuses drain, it doesn't drain into your mouth. Well, ours drains like into our throats.
Yes. Oh,
Because,
it definitely does. I know
yeah.
that. Yeah. I
and
know
you
that
can
for a
if you
fact.
sniff something, you can immediately taste it, or
Oh, wow.
the adenoids bypass that nastiness. And
Well, you can't do coke anymore.
yeah. Well, I still did it. But it
Never
was fine.
Never was my thing. I want the drugs that make me eat. Coke
Yeah.
makes you not eat.
I liked. Well, I didn't. I forget. Like
I never.
I like-
I mean, I tried it.
I like the
but-
wiry drugs. I like.
Well, see, I was always afraid that Coke would make me have a heart attack or something. Like I already knew I was fat, so I'm thinking like if I do Coke, I'm gonna, my heart's gonna explode.
Mm-mm.
My thing was I grew up with bikers. I've seen how bad some drugs can get for people, and weed was like the most for me, the hardest drug I've ever done, and I've only done it once, and I will never do it again because I know I could get addicted to it. Is ecstasy, and
Yeah, I
that
don't like ecstasy.
I loved it so fucking much.
It gave me diarrhea. I mean, like it took me out of the party for the whole night because I was shitting myself.
I had it was a delayed reaction, but when I
What
finally
kind of ecstasy you had?
It happened twice.
it was that stuff with the little EX on the top of it.
And somebody said the
me.
person I got it from was like I took it 3 times. First time nothing happened. I'm like, okay, I'm waiting, like I really want a trip here, and they're like, go get some orange juice, that'll like then do nothing. Okay,
The Red
the
Bull.
next time I took it, I had diarrhea so bad I missed the whole party and I was in the bathroom. Okay, so then they said, well, don't eat before you take it. Okay, so I tried it one more time and I did everything I was supposed to and I still had diarrhea. So I'm done.
Yeah. So when I did it once, I took the pill, and our babysitter, because if you've never done it before, you need to have somebody who's going to stay sober for you.
Yes.
You need a babysitter. So here's my babysitter, who's like a professional, like ecstasy guy. And everyone else is already rolling. I'm not rolling. We've already gone through our first case of water because you're supposed to drink water
right.
constantly. And he's like, well, look, let's go. We got to go make a water run. Chug this Red Bull. Just shoot it. Just, shoot this Red Bull. And we still got 10 minutes before our bumper goes in. He said, shoot this Red Bull, we'll go get water. So I shoot the Red Bull. We're about a quarter of a mile away from the house before, another 10 minutes before we get to the grocery store. And suddenly, it's like that scene from Star Trek when they go into warp drive and all the lights start streaking by. At first, we're just driving home like, man, ain't nothing holy. This is awesome.
See, that's what I wanted.
Oh,
and I was in this party where there was lights flashing.
and
I was
they-
waiting.
They call it rolling because that's what it feels
Yeah.
like. First, you're like super high and super excited and way out there and bouncing around and you want to do everything. I tore up the back of my mouth because you're supposed to have something to chew on. That's why all those
Gum. And,
like
Suckers
baby,
or whatnot.
those baby pacifiers or suckers or baby bottles. All I had was a water bottle cap,
God.
and I woke up with blood in my mouth. I just tore my cheeks up. And then you come down to the low, and that's where you're like, oh, please just touch me and let me watch the lights and smell the smells that taste like colors.
Fan all
and-
set up so I could trip on them. It just wasn't right.
And everyone
I
says-
was in the shit house all
Everyone says don't have sex when you're on ecstasy
Oh,
because then it
yes.
makes regular sex boring. And I'm going to tell you that's not true. Sex on ecstasy is amazing, but you don't remember most of it. So
Yeah, I never have good trips. I don't like ecstasy. I just sweat
I
a lot.
would really like to have a good
Which I
one.
do anyways. I'm not really.
I'd like to have a good ecstasy
Yeah.
trip, maybe someday.
I got to say it was amazing. It was
Maybe
an
I'm
amazing
too
experience,
old
but
to be on ecstasy.
I'll never do it again because I could get addicted.
liked
I
it
could
that
become an
much.
E-tard. I seriously
An
could.
E-tard.
That's what they're called.
Oh
Just
my
saying.
God! Now wait a minute. I heard this rumor last week that they took Utopia off the air.
It's off the air.
Oh, good.
Why? Because of lack of response.
Shh.
Lack of response.
There shouldn't have been any sort of lack of response. They haven't given us any reason why. Just that it will no longer be on the air. Thank you to all the viewers. Thank you to all the
Did
participants.
we do a web search and read it? Do we know?
I
you know
haven't.
what
I'm so mad at
You know what
them.
I think happened? I think, remember when it first started, it was on like Tuesdays and Fridays, twice a
Mhm.
week. And then they had it down to once a week. And then it was like once every 2 or 3 weeks. I think that the interest dropped off. If you didn't have it on your phone or on your computer, then you didn't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm so upset by
Yeah,
this.
I don't know what their big deal was
Desiree,
about
you don't
it.
even watch TV.
No, but the one episode I watched that I was not impressed.
Oh, I liked it. I liked
loved
the
it.
whole them setting up their. And you were so right about the blacklist. Did you get my text when I sent it to
Oh,
you?
the
Yes, I
blacklist
did.
is
Yes.
amazeballs.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
she
is.
said it weeks ago that she had Tom locked in the basement.
Oh yeah, I knew
or
weeks
locked
ago.
somewhere.
I can't watch these kinds of shows. Cali guys learned this because you can't ask me what's going to happen next because I will tell you because I have a writer's mind and I know exactly how I would have written
Yeah,
it.
that's how
Wait
I
a
am.
minute. Now,
That's
did you
like when he
finish
first started looking for the girl who ended up being Berlin's daughter.
Right.
As soon as he started looking for her, Cali guy's like, oh, that's his daughter. I'm like, I don't know if that's his daughter. I'm pretty sure that's Berlin's daughter he's looking for. He's not looking for his daughter. He knows where his daughter
Did
is.
you
Right.
guys
I'm just
finish
saying.
Yeah.
Boardwalk?
For sure.
Huh?
Did you finish
I
Boardwalk?
haven't even
Okay.
started Boardwalk yet.
I can't wait for you to get there.
I gotta finish Under the Dome. I haven't even finished Under the. Oh no, we
Oh.
just finished Under the Dome. Did you watch it this season?
Yes, I did watch Under
And
the
how
Dome.
do you watch Under the Dome?
No.
Okay, good. I'm gonna spoil it. So, what the
I
fuck is
wanted
up with
to.
that ending where suddenly Melanie walks through the rock wall and is like, "Follow me, let's go home." Boom, end of season.
Right.
Are you fucking
Is it
kidding
coming
me?
back? That's
yes,
what we gotta know.
it's
Okay.
coming back. They've already
All right.
picked it up.
All right.
They're not picking up Revolution. Revolution
I know.
is not
Well,
coming
yeah,
back.
they knew. Yeah, they said at the end of last season that was the series finale. So
I'm so mad about
yeah.
You
that.
know what?
too.
Charles and I just finished The Following.
Oh,
Which
we
one?
love
First
the Follow-
season,
First
second
season or
season?
second
Both
season?
seasons.
Oh, yeah.
We did a
We talked a lot
a
about that on the
Netflix,
show.
It's
yeah.
coming back,
I
too.
know. Yeah,
I'm
that's a good
so
one.
excited.
That's really
I
good.
love them.
Hooked on the first episode.
Yes.
I was.
Yeah.
I love the,
The like dynamic play.
yeah, between the serial killer and the cop, kind of like they're
They're the same but different.
yeah, between Joe and Ryan, and they're just like they need each other, like they thrive
Oh,
off
on
each
each
other.
other,
And
you're
I
right,
love
you're
their
right.
little quips when they like meet up. He's like, "Hey, buddy," like, and he's like, "Oh, you're my best friend," and I'm like, "Oh God." I love it so much. I can't wait to see it
No,
again.
that's a very good one. I love
Yeah,
that one
that's
too.
The Following's
I
a
love
good
that
one.
We're
too.
watching. We just started on Breaking Bad.
See, I
I
never
haven't
watched.
started
Me
it.
neither. I haven't watched that
I'm actually pretty
Newsroom
excited.
is in its final season.
I know. I'm
Again?
watching. Yeah.
No,
What do you mean?
Newsroom.
Newsroom,
again?
didn't they bring it? They canceled it and then they brought it back.
No,
No,
they-
you're thinking of Girls. Girls is
No,
the
I'm
one they
talking about
canceled and brought.
Newsroom.
No,
with the blonde-haired.
Guy, no,
Okay.
it was off for the season because HBO. You have to wait 40 weeks to start your new season. Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones. I can't wait. Oh my
Love it.
God!
Have you watched any Game of Thrones?
No,
God.
Okay.
I
Well,
refuse.
Either
Oh my
either
God.
stay cynical or don't watch it because then you will become as big a fan as we are.
Yes.
Balls.
Especially, you will stick around even after they kill Khal Drogo.
Here's the deal.
You'll still stick
If
around.
it doesn't come on Netflix or Hulu,
Well,
like
does Netflix and Hulu get HBO or is
I have
keeps their
HBO
stuff?
on the go.
See, you could go back
For
and
HBO
watch
Go.
Game of Thrones on HBO
Yeah, I probably
Go.
could.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah, it is.
I got
I
shit to
mean-
do. I don't have time to watch all these.
Oh,
shows.
and the problem is, if I watch every episode like 3 times. Okay,
Oh, not me.
because like
you miss stuff.
there's so
Little things.
little tiny things.
Like a passing comment from the Imp 2 seasons ago where he mentions he's read every book on dragons ever and then suddenly he's going off to see the dragon.
The
Queen.
only show I ever was like that where I watched every episode twice was House, and
I
I've
fucking love House.
watched every episode, every 177 episodes, deuce times.
You know what? House had the best final episode of any series on TV.
We can't talk
That's
about
true.
it. Callie Guy hasn't seen it.
What?
yet.
Still hasn't seen that
No,
episode?
He hasn't seen it. And he,
Kelly Guy, come
he says,
on!
he says he has to run
I
screaming
need
from
to
the room
talk
every
about
time
it.
we start talking about
my
it.
God. I mean, MASH, all of them. It's the best series finale
I
ever.
It really
It
is.
I think.
Yeah.
And you know what my mom did the next day? She calls me and she goes, "You have to find that song on the computer." What song, Mom? That song that was in House last night. And I hadn't watched it yet. I had a tape. Mom, let me watch a show. I'll call you back. And she goes, so I had to get it off the internet, copy it, and send her a copy because it is a great
It is a
song
great
that's
song.
on
Yeah,
there.
House. I think if I was an old man doctor, I would be House. Like,
Grumpsville?
he is. Yeah. We're kindred spirits.
Yeah.
House
So
and I.
funny.
I was like, I don't.
Everybody lies.
I never
Everybody.
realized what a like
Grumpy old man?
grumpy old man I am. Like, I just turned 34, right?
That's
On,
young.
Like Saturday,
So
last
glad I'm
Saturday.
not the youngest one in the room anymore.
And I always thought like I was gonna be young and hip and cool forever. No, that is not the case.
What-
I am
what part
old
of
and
you-
crotchety, and I hate kids. And I'm like, get off my lawn! And I can't stand people's kids. Cannot stand them. Kids today, they got no respect.
Then
Bunch
don't
of
come to
little
my house
assholes.
because we're getting ready to have some more, and I'm just not happy.
Oh, I know.
That's why I ran away from home.
Yeah.
Why do you have kids at your home?
Her,
Well-
her daughter's preggers.
What?
You didn't see
Yeah.
that on Facebook?
No, I haven't been on Facebook in weeks.
Having a
I
girl.
was like,
Yes.
I'm up to par on it.
Okay, so we will talk about this a little bit. Because
Rachel,
is she?
you know-
Is she?
she's 17 weeks.
Is that enough to find out if you're having a boy or a girl?
Yes.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't think
the
it was.
ultrasound's all over the
Oh,
computer.
okay.
It is.
So anyway, she waits till she's 16 and a half weeks to tell me. Okay, now you know she's doing her little cheeks thing. Okay, so we're on the phone one day, and I'm like, okay, so here's what you need to do.
Pregnant.
Oh yeah.
Money.
Oh, I know. She's already working on that. She's got the camera. She's videotaping. We were working on. So that's anyway. So she's talking to me on the phone, and I was talking to her about the conversation you and I
touch me
had
again.
about BBW Con. You know, I was
Hands are
telling her.
cold.
I was telling her what we were talking about. So we're talking about all that, and I'm like, okay. And then she had said, "Mom, send me a list of the people she met at the memorial," because they all said, "Oh, follow us on Twitter." So anyway, we're talking about that. So I hang up the phone. She calls me right back. "Mom, because we've just been talking about this, I'm really stressed. I'm pregnant." I have to tell you.
Well, I was gonna find out eventually.
Well, it was the next day that she posted it on Facebook, and I was like, because we were here at the show,
Mm-hmm.
and Sweet Cheeks didn't say anything about it, and the next day, there's an announcement on Facebook, and I was like, my butt puckered a little bit. I was like, ooh, I wonder if this is how she found out.
No, she did tell me before, and you know what, and I'm gonna love this baby, and it's gonna be my grandbaby. You guys know how I am about the children, and I love the kids.
Gotta come through Auntie Desi's boot camp.
But
and then come through Auntie Sue's finishing school.
absolutely. Oh,
It's time for us to take a
okay,
break.
we'll talk about my grandchild when we get back. You're listening to Curvaceous Bounty. We'll be right back.
This is